Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. And the Utes will kick it off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Golden Bears offense takes the field for the first time today. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can...
Oh, he's going to go up top. Makes the catch down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't know.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile.
Going for it all. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So Utah's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. The Utes want to crank the tempo. They'll try to run for it. At the 35, he's loose. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tempo in overdrive. They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The hand to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the play. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over.
Now they'll run the draw.
They're trailing by 10 to Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Power football with the run. At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The lone back's got it. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little extra time. Oh, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Utes decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Utes will hustle to the line. It'll be a run on third and short. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On third down, he drops the throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play?
And he breaks into the open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. Coming after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's got his man. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking to buy time. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught near the sideline, it's Webb. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's going to pass on second down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Utes headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Utes line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Handoff to the lone back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing on, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Defense looks like they're coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Comes out throwing on first down. The sure hands, it's Davis. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. They'll go with a direct snap. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Handoff to the lone back.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
On second down, he's looking downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Utes are in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw it. He's got the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Short gain on the play before he slides.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the right. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Wisconsin. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Showing off the arms. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just ran over it. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Can't get him to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Try to get it on the ground. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Handoff to the single back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's inside the 40, running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah!
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, hitting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And he tacks on the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Got his man downfield. And he's running in the open. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Running behind that left side. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught over the middle. It's Delgado. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
And the quarterback takes a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to